Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another Beard Guys video. My name is Ben and today we're going to be running through some of the cool stuff that you can find in update 13.2 for PUBG on console. This is going live tomorrow, that's September the 16th. Probably around late morning, early afternoon UK time. That's going to be early morning US time. There's a lot of cool stuff in this update and we're going to run through all of those things. Some of it is Tago specific, some of it isn't. But there is one thing in these patch notes which has me the most excited, and that is this custom match presets. So if you watch my stream, then you'll know that we do a lot of custom games quite regularly with our community. People come and play games, and for the longest time you've not been able to save any preset settings on custom matches whatsoever. You have to make them from scratch every single time. It's quite time consuming, it's very tedious, and PC has had the ability to save 10 presets for quite some time, I think pretty much since they were released. So we are finally getting that. From tomorrow I will be able to save custom match presets on PUBG on console, which is amazing. You're going to be able to save 10 of them. So tomorrow on stream, I'm going to be playing the new update and doing custom games. So if you want to see the new update in the flesh, if you want to see it live, if you want to ask me any questions, or if you want to come and play yourself and join our custom games, then come along to twitch.tv/thebeardguys tomorrow from about 1 PM UK time. It might be a little bit flexible because I've got a guy coming to fix my broken washing machine because I'm nearly 40 and that's the kind of thing that happens in your life. But I will be streaming and we're going to be doing custom games. So come along and hang out. It's going to be grand. Normally we do custom games on Fridays, every Friday. This week it's Thursday because I've got something on this Friday. But generally every Friday we do these custom games. And they're going to be a lot of fun going forward because we can now save these presets. It means we can have nice quick games. Normally, you know, it takes 5 minutes just to set up the lobby. Now it's going to be bam, lobby's made. Everyone gets in straight away and we can play so many more games in a session and do loads more cool things that you just can't be bothered to set up normally when you're sitting there. And also there's a bug sometimes where lobbies crash, and so if you spend too long making it, you get worried it's going to crash, so you just kind of dumb it down a bit. So this is great, love it, thanks PUBG. It's taken a while, but we got there. So jumping back up to the top and going through the kind of content actual normal people are interested in, not just streamers, there's all sorts of interesting things in here and we can try all that out in custom games. We get the new P90. This is a new crate gun. Crate SMG has been added to care packages. This is on all maps. It's not just Tago, which is great. I was worried it's going to be a Tago only because they keep doing Tago only stuff. But we now have the P90. It's a pretty well-known SMG. If you played FPS, you've probably used it in a bunch of different games. Uses 5.7mm high-powered ammo. It looks overpowered as hell from what I've seen on PC. It also comes with attachments on it. It has like a flip sight on it, so you can use it kind of close range to medium range, it says. So I think if it's powerful on PC, it's going to be hell of a powerful on console. But I don't mind a crate gun being powerful. That's kind of the point, right? So at least it's better than being lasered by a crappy little ump from 200 meters away. You can get lasered by a P90 instead. So really looking forward to using that. I think that's going to be a giggle. Comes with a silencer, a laser, 50 round mag, and a little low profile sight with some magnification. Moving on from the P90, we also have a new vehicle which is Tago only. This is the Porter, and it's a little truck that you can fit, I think, 4 people in. But the cool thing about it is it has a storage box, basically, so you can fill it up with your junk and you can carry around stuff with you. It goes on to detail the actual weight of that stuff in here. I'll put a link to the patch notes down below if you want to read this through yourself. But it lists here the effective weights of different things. But you can put like armor in it, you can put helmets, you can put ammo, guns, whatever. So you can roll around with 4 of you with spare armor, with spare ammo. You can fill it up with grenades, you can fill it up with machetes and pans, you can fill it up with whatever you wanted, which is a really cool concept. I like the idea. That's nice, and it's kind of a funny, cute little truck as well. If the truck gets destroyed and it has your stuff in it, that stuff will all be lost. So you do run a risk of losing stuff, and everyone's going to be trying to blow it up because they're going to know you've got stuff stashed in it. That's going to be really fun. We're going to try that out on custom games tomorrow. Please, PUBG, don't turn around and say that this new stuff isn't going to be available in custom games, or I will lose my actual shit. So moving on from the cool new vehicle, there is the blue zone grenade you might have seen knocking about. This is, well, it's kind of what does what it says on the tin. You throw a grenade, it makes a little blue zone kind of come out from a point, and that lasts for about 5 seconds and then gradually disappears over 5 seconds. It does a good chunk of damage. It's going to be brutal for digging people out of cover. There's not a lot you can do apart from run away from it to stop it killing you, and it does stack damage as well. So if you get 2 blue grenades thrown at you, or you're in the blue zone, the actual proper blue zone, and someone throws a blue zone grenade at you, then you'll take extra damage from both of those combined. So sounds pretty brutal. It also hurts people underwater. Interestingly, they don't explode underwater, but they will hurt you if you are underwater in that radius. You can't go underneath it to escape it. So an interesting one. I think that's another Tago only one that we're going to see here. Tago only for that. Tago only for the funny little truck. What is it called again? The Porter. The Porter, there we go. So that's the Porter is Tago only. The Blue Zone Grenade is Tago only. And we also have some new weather added to Tago. We have sunset and overcast have been added in. They've also done some rebalancing on Tago, which sounds like a nice idea. The Blue Zone has been rebalanced, making the first phase a bit shorter. It did feel a bit long. And they've also changed the comeback BR a little bit. So the Blue Zone will shrink more to sort of force a little bit more action rather than it just being very campy around the edges. And they've also changed the total time it takes to play, and you can now return to the battlegrounds when phase 2 blue zone starts to shrink. So that's a little bit earlier than you would have been able to drop in before. So should be an interesting dynamic to try if you can get a game on Tago. Matchmaking's not been great, but at least we can play it in Beard Guys custom games tomorrow on Thursday, and normally on Fridays, but tomorrow it's on Thursday. We've also got some mini-map improvements. There's a before and after here. There was a little kind of edge of the play zone area that wasn't really clearly marked on the map, and you could just jump a bike out into it and then suddenly you'd just die. So they've marked that up a little bit better now, which is a nice kind of quality of life thing. They've also made some changes to custom match updates, it says here. I would take this with a little bit of a pinch of salt, because this bit here, Sandbox, this is obviously copy and pasted from PC. Sandbox doesn't exist on console. Sandbox mode is basically a thing that PUBG partners get on custom games for PUBG PC. So I have access to it on PC, and it allows me to like spawn items in. I can spawn BRDMs and fly around like Superman, and it's kind of like a cheat mode thing for, you know, recording content and doing silly stuff like that, or setting up like crazy videos. That's not on console. They've confirmed that this change isn't coming to console, so I think they just, I don't know, just kind of copy and pasted that from PC or forgot to take it out. So this stuff, I don't know whether that's going to be in console or not. We'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully it is. That'd be great, but I wouldn't be surprised if this stuff is not in. I mean, and even when they did the last update, they didn't add like the crazy Tago multi-crate thing. They didn't add to custom games on Tago on console, so you couldn't use that, which was kind of a shame. So fingers crossed we get the new truck and I guess the new crate gun. It's got to be, right? It's got to be. It's got to be. It's got to be. Hopefully that'll be on Tago for us to play tomorrow. Update 13.2 also brings with it the new casual mode, which is kind of an interesting one you may have heard about. This is a thing, so you can play it 3 times a day max. It's squads, and it basically gives you kind of an easy bot lobby that you can kind of practice in. Up to 12 real players, so we'll try and fill it with 12 real players, and the rest will be bot spaces. So it's basically like if you queued for a game, but at a quiet time of day, or a dead queue. It's kind of what it does. It'll grab a few players and then fail and put bots in the rest of it. So that's a new thing they're trying. I don't mind them trying the idea of having like a chilled bot lobby for practice, because that's nice for new players. I don't like the idea of adding in new queues, because matchmaking is already terrible. So adding in a new queue is only going to make those wait times worse for games, but at least it's only 3 games a day, I guess. It is only available on Erangel, so on the plus side, it is an Erangel only playlist. So you can guarantee yourself 3 Erangel matches per day if you want to play it in squads against bots. So I guess that's something. It's only available in TPP, and it does count towards all your progress for stuff. So you can use it to farm for missions, for, you know, gun rewards, battle stats, BP rewards, everything like that. You know, all this kind of career stuff it counts for. So you can go farm bots to hell and get yourself a load of points if you want to do that, which is going to kind of break the stats a little bit, but whatever, I suppose. There's already bots in the game that you can do that with anyway. If you turn crossplay off, you can go and farm shitloads of bots slots, so I guess that doesn't really matter too much. Moving on, they've also added some new stuff to arcade mode. They've put in Tago with a few different areas. We've got Palace, Field, Mountain, Shipyard, and Market have been added in as deathmatch locations in Tago. We've got new Survivor Pass, which has got some funky stuff on it if you're interested in that kind of thing. There's a new like contraband thing, which is still very confusing to me. Some battle stat stuff. You can get fancy looking guns by throwing money at PUBG. New stuff in the hideout and scrapbroker and all that kind of stuff. If you do like doing those kind of things, please feel free to add our creator code. It does help us a lot as a channel if you add our PUBG creator code. I'll put a little thing at the end of the video telling you exactly how you can do that, and I'll put a link down below in the description. You can check out the website where you do it. You only have to do it once ever, and then it's done and you can forget about it. And then when you buy stuff in PUBG, it will help us out. Another interesting thing, the links AMR update. They've changed it so you get 10 shots in the links rather than 5. 5 was rubbish, especially for a massive gun that doesn't even one-shot people with a body shot. So yeah, it's got extra ammo now, might be a little bit more useful. Rather than when I pick up a lynx, I just fire 5 shots off randomly as quickly as possible and then pick up my old gun again normally. So 10 shots maybe might make it a little bit more useful. They've also added in some stuff to the esports tabs and new stuff there. I don't think there's going to be the kind of like pick'em stuff like we used to get, which is a shame, but they've added in some new bits there. Your shop, your customized shop page with the discounts, that is going to be coming back for a period. And there's some UX, UI improvements made to the store also. Then goes on to list just a few little performance changes. You get a nice picture of this funky skin on an MK14 you can get, as well as some pictures of all these other skins coming out. Here's some astronauts wearing some very tight clothing, which I'm sure is space appropriate. There's some like club DJ things that was apparently what people wear when they go clubbing these days, I guess. Here's some people in a tunnel or a sewer or something with some kind of crazy face paint. This is the PCS5 stuff, so if you want to buy any of that, you know, go and spend your cash on that, and you can look fantastic too. And then there's some bug fixes, which I'll let you read through because that's a massive, dirty, great list of them. But that is about everything for today. Hopefully you found that video useful. It's nice to be back looking through this. There's genuinely a lot of interesting stuff in this update. I'm looking forward to trying out, particularly on custom games tomorrow. Did I mention we're doing custom games tomorrow? That's going to be September the 16th on twitch.tv/thebeardguys from about 1 p.m. UK time, depending on when the man arrives to fix my broken washing machine. But we will be playing them, and then normally they'll be on Fridays going forward in later weeks. So do come and hang out. You don't have to be a subscriber or anything. It's all free. Just come hang out, be cool, don't be a dick, and we'll all get along just famously. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to click the like if you did, and subscribe to the channel. You can now listen to me telling you a pre-recorded thing about our PUBG creator code. Hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. I just wanted to drop you all a quick message to tell you about our PUBG creator code. As a PUBG partner, we have a creator code which you can add to your account, which means whenever you purchase anything in game, PUBG will give us a commission. Whether you're buying season passes, G-Coin bundles, or anything else that requires cash in PUBG, if you have our code added, then you'll be helping us out without costing yourself a penny extra. It's a great way to support the channel, and it really does help keep us making PUBG content for you. Plus, it's easy to set up, and you'll only ever have to do it once. To add our code, first visit accounts.pubg.com and then log in or create an account. Once you've logged in, connect your Xbox, PlayStation, or Steam account on the linked accounts tab, then go to the Creator Appreciation Program section and type The Beard Guys into the box, or find us from the drop-down list. Then just click submit and you're all done. A massive thank you to everybody who has used our code. Your support is absolutely vital for us, and it really makes a huge difference.